Hello, yogis. I hope you are all doing well. And thank you for joining me in this 30 minutes power flow. We're just going to wake up the body, raise our energy high, high vibe. All right. So let's get started. Take a long deep breath in, opening the arms up to the sky, the star, and the moon, and setting an intention for this practice. Maybe your intention is to have fun. Maybe your intention is to awaken the body. Maybe your intention is to not take that too seriously. And then you want to also dedicate your practice. So think of someone that you love, you want to practice for, sending them your energy, maybe a cause. Maybe you can practice for a cause as well instead of a person. And then you exhale and you place the hands in front of your heart. And one more time, take a long deep breath in, opening the arms up to the sky. And exhale, lowering the hands toward your heart center. Placing the hands on the knee and just making a nice circle with your head. Left to right or right to left, and then the other side. And just feeling the little crack into the neck. And then walking the hands in front of your knees, to roll on your knees, to come into an all four position with the hands just underneath the shoulders, the knees just underneath the hip bones. You spread the fingers wide of your hands. The index is parallel to the side of the mat. Allows you to open the shoulders, and then you make a few circles to warm up the wrist. Bring the shoulder forward and the hips back. And again, left to right, right to left, just making sure you're doing both directions. And then coming into center, straight back. You inhale, let the belly drop, looking up to the sky, smiling with the collarbone. Exhale, rounding the back, pushing the earth away, protracting the shoulders. Inhale, looking up, arching the back. Exhale, rounding the back like an angry cat and pushing the earth away. One more time. Inhale, looking up, tailbone high. Exhale, round, round, round. And then come with a straight spine. The neck is long. Extend the right leg, extend the left leg. You are into your high plank. You extend the length of your arm by pushing the earth away, rounding the upper back. And then send the hips back into a downward facing dog. The feet are hip width distance. The hands are shoulder width distance. You may want to pedal the feet a little bit, as we say, walking the dog. Maybe shaking the head, yes and no. And I'm gonna demonstrate. We're gonna do together a couple of the various variations, different variation for your vinyasa. So first one is inhale, coming into high plank position, pushing the earth away, navel in, exhale, knees, chest, chin. Then you roll forward as you inhale into a low cobra, lifting the shoulders up and back, engaging the back body, the glutes, the back of the legs, maybe lifting the hands. And then tuck your toes, bring the hips back to the heels, just for a breath. As you exhale, you come back in a downward facing dog. So this is variation one. Variation two, inhale, high plank position. Exhale, you just drop the knees and bend the elbows in, shoulder forward. Then coming forward as you breathe in into a full cobra, the arms are extended, you engage the glutes, and then lift the hips for downward facing dog. Third variation. There is a variation for everyone. Inhale, high plank position, pushing the earth away. When you come forward, you come on top of your wrist, you bring the shoulder a little bit more forward and bend the elbows in for chaturanga. Coming into an up dog, knees off the mat, shoulders away, magnetizing the shoulder blades, squeezing the glutes. And exhale, downward facing dog. Fourth variation. Inhale, high plank position. Shoulder forward, bend the elbows in, chaturanga, and then drop the knees, chest, chin. Coming forward, upward facing dog, and lifting the hips, downward facing dog. There is a fifth variation, which is to skip it all together. So feel free to skip. Maybe you just want to come from high plank to down dog. It's your practice. It's your body protected. And choose the variation that is right for you. Now lift the right leg, pointing the toes. Knee to chest, shoulder forward. Right foot in between your hands. Don't hesitate to use the right hand to bring the right foot forward. Back heel down, 45-degree. Inhale, you rise in warrior one, lifting the chest. Warrior one, the right hip is forward, back, and the left hip is forward. Inhale, exhale, placing the hands on the mat, rounding the upper back and lifting the left heel, bending the right knee, right leg back, choosing your vinyasa, maybe dropping the knees, bending the elbows in. Inhale, exhale. Same on the left side, left leg lift. Knee to chest, shoulder forward, hips forward, left foot in between your hands. Back heel down, 45-degree. Inhale to rise, Virabhadrasana 1, warrior 1. This time the left hip is back and the right hip is forward. And then you exhale, 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 framing that left foot, lifting the right heel, bending the left knee, sending the left leg back. And again, bending the elbows in, up dog, to downward facing dog. And just taking here a few breaths. Ujjayi pranayama, inhaling and exhaling from the back of the throat, making that nice sound of the waves. Sending the hips back. Maybe stretching the back of the legs by bringing the heels down. And then looking forward. Bring the right foot forward. Left foot meets right. Flat back, shoulders away. Exhale, letting go of the head. Grabbing opposite elbow, variation 1. Interlacing the hands behind the back, stretching the shoulder, variation 2. Keeping a nice bend in the knees. And maybe just going a little bit side to side. And then, whichever variation you have, you let the hands, you release the arms onto the mat. And then you go vertebrae after vertebrae, letting the hands and the arms hang. You slowly lift the chest. Lift the shoulder up and back. Breathe in. And out. Bend the knees, sit down low, come into chair. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, looking forward. Plant the hands, right leg back, left leg back. Maybe some of you want to jump. Bend the elbows in. Urdhva Mukha for an up dog. Adho Mukha for a downward facing dog. And at this time, we'll lift the right leg. And we bring the right knee to chest, shoulder over wrist, right foot in between your hands. Try to not move your hands. Trying is your best friend word for this. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. This time we straighten the front leg, we interlace the hands behind the back, and simply magnetizing the shoulder blade together, lifting the heart. Then move the right foot a bit on the right side. Bend the right knee to come into humble warrior. Bring the right shoulder inside the right knee and keeping the right hip in. There is a tendency to do this, to go all the way down. The objective is not to go all the way down, but to release the neck. So let your heavy head go down with gravity, but keep the legs really active. The right foot is pressing back, the left foot is pressing forward. These are warrior legs. Inhale, rise. And then maybe bring the right foot back to the center. Frame the right foot. Lift the left heel. Bring the right leg back. Choosing your vinyasa. Up dog. To downward facing dog. Left leg left. Knee to chest, hips forward, shoulder forward, the knees in between the shoulders. Extend the legs, extend the arms, sorry. Left foot in between your hands, back heel down. Inhale, rise, Virabhadrasana. One, warrior one. Straightening the front leg, interlacing the hands behind the back, lifting the chest. Moving the left foot a bit on the left side of the mat to create space. And then bend that left knee, going down. Left hip goes in, keeping the integrity of your warrior one. And letting the head go down, release completely. Then inhale, rise, warrior one. Bring the left foot back to the center. And frame, push the earth away, lift the right heel, bend the left knee, send the left leg back, bend the elbows in, Urdhva Mukha up dog, Adho Mukha down dog. Breathe in and out. This time we lift the right leg, we open the right hip and bend the right knee, and we're going to flip that dog, bring the right foot behind the left. Maybe you bend, you kiss the mat with your glutes, and you reach the right hand towards the front of the room. Breathe in and out. Right hand on the mat, right leg lift. Knee to chest, shoulder forward, knee forward, right foot in between your hands, back heel down. Inhale, rise, warrior one more time. This time we frame that right foot. We slide the left toes and we move into a standing split. We play with the balance. You can use blocks here. Blocks are great in any height. Or some of you may want to play with a bit more balance, grabbing the right ankle with one, maybe two hands. Mind over matter. And then placing the hands on the mat or on the block, extending the arm, and bring the left knee to chest to round, pushing the earth away, pointing the left toes, left leg lift. Now bring the left knee behind the right and place the ball of the left foot on the mat. You're sitting, yes, sitting into your little Buddha. Bring the two corners of your lips towards your ears and smile. Maybe take a little twist on the left side. And then hands on the mat, left leg lift. Bend the right knee, bring the left leg back. Push the earth away, create space, bend the right knee. Right leg back. Bend the elbows in, maybe knees, chest, chin. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Left leg lift, opening the hip and bending the knee, flipping the dog, lift, maybe bend, kiss, reach. And then left hand on the mat, left leg lift. Knee to chest, shoulder forward, hips forward, knee in between the shoulders, bend the elbows up, bring the left foot in between your hands, back heel down. Inhale, rise. Warrior one. And then we frame that left foot. Slide the toes. Standing splits. Same variation. So if you use the block on the right side, use them on the left. And then maybe grabbing the standing ankle with two hands. So using your drishti, using your eyes on a single point, maybe your left big toe. And then place the hands on the mat on the block. Extend the arms. Right knee to chest, round. Right leg left. Right knee behind the left knee. Sitting down, Buddha squat, lifting the chest. Smiling. Smiling is a key word in this class. And then you twist maybe on the right side. Frame that left foot one more time. Lift the right leg. Bring the right leg back. Plant the hands. Extend the length of your arm to bring that left leg back. Bend the elbows in. Up dog. To downward facing dog. Long deep breath in. Exhale. Looking forward. Step the right foot in between your hands. Left foot meets right. Maybe some of you want to jump flat back. Exhale, letting go of the head. Bend the knees, sit down low. Low, 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 meaning Malasana Yogi squats. So here the elbows are inside the knees, trying to make one straight line with your arms, hands in prayer. Some of you will want to come into Bakasana from here. So if you're comfortable, go for it. Otherwise, some of you may want to stay here. Stay here. If you want to learn Bakasana, the block is always helpful for the forehead. If you come to my class, we do that a lot. My live class, so you lift the heels, knees into the armpit, you sick the block with the forehead, and then maybe you can start lifting one, lifting two, or lifting it all together, kicking your own butt. So we try. Some of you may want to jump back straight from here, sending the legs back and bring the shoulder forward. And we all meet in a downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Maybe shake your hips a bit. And then right leg lift. We bring the right knee to the right elbow this time and touch. Right leg lift. Right knee to chest, pushing the earth away, right foot in between your hands, back heel down, warrior two. I'm redoing my hairstyle, sorry. Warrior two, looking forward, right knee over the right ankle, left foot is 90-degree. You magnetize the feet towards another. This is a warrior. It's not a resting pose. The arms are in one line, fingertip to fingertip, as if you had one single arm. Then flip that right palm and reverse. Left hand behind the back, right hand up, feeling the stretch on the right side of the ribs. And then elbow to knee, windmill the left hand up and forward. So this is your variation one. Variation two, maybe the hand is on the block or on the mat. Some of you may want to take a bind. If you are a binder and it's part of your practice, go for it. Breathe in and out. Looking up. You can do a little smell check in your left armpit here. And then inhale, rise. Reverse Trikonasana. Right hand up. And then we reach forward with the right hand to move into a full Trikonasana triangle pose. Again, feel free to use a block underneath the right hand. Otherwise, you can press the front of your hand in your inner chin bone, creating space between the left shoulder and the left ear, maybe looking up. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two, breathe in. And out, sink down. And then slowly we're going to move into Skandasana, bending that left knee, surfer lunge. Maybe opening the arms, maybe hands in prayer. Some of you want to challenge maybe by sitting down and having this imaginary rope to lift yourself back up. And then be the tiger. Walking the hands forward, keeping the left arm inside the right foot, right hand up. Twist, looking up. And then framing that right foot, pushing the earth away, bending the right knee, right leg back. Bend the elbows in. Up dog to downward facing dog. Long deep breath in. Exhale. Left leg lift. Bring the left knee to the left elbow, coming forward, touch. Left leg lift. Left knee to chest, rounding the upper back, heel to the left foot in between your hands. Back heel down 90-degree, the edge of the foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Warrior two. Magnetizing the feet, the hips and the shoulders are aligned. The arms are in one straight line. You can check your right hand towards the back, left hand is forward, then flip the left palm and reverse left hand up. Right hand behind the back. Reaching, 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 reaching. And then slowly elbow to knee. Right hand forward and up. Maybe coming down. So again, so quickly for the one that are binding, feel free to go for it. The only advice I would give you here is to make sure to not try to grab the glute, hinging the elbow behind the knee to grab the wrist. I'm going to stay in this variation. And then inhale, rise, using the breath to lift everything up. Straight arms, straight legs, reaching the left hand towards the back in a reverse Trikonasana. And reaching forward, sending the right hip back, and windmill into your regular Trikonasana. Triangle pose, creating space between the right shoulder and the right ear. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. And then slowly coming into your Skandasana towards the back of the mat, bending that right knee. Maybe opening the arms. Maybe sitting down and lifting yourself back up. And then you are the tiger. Coming forward, coming on the ball of the back foot. Right hand inside the left foot, left hand up to twist. One more breath, looking up. And then exhale, hands on the mat. Push the earth away. Bend the left knee. Left leg back. Bend the elbows in. Urdhva Mukha, up dog, knees off the mat. Squeezing the glutes. And exhale, downward. Facing dog. Nice breathing. And out. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. All right. Looking forward, maybe you want to step, maybe you want to jump. If you want to jump, lift the heels, bend the knees, hop the feet to the front of the mat. Flat back. Exhale, let go of the head. Bend the knees, sit down, low back into chair, transitional, Malasana or Bakasana, knees into the armpits, coming forward, rounding the upper back, pointing one, pointing two, toes kiss, kick your own glute with your heels, and jump back. Up dog to downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, you come forward, but you bring the knees down. You untuck the toes and you take a nice little child's pose just for a breath or two. Then coming back up. Downward facing dog. Looking forward, lift the heels, bend the knees, hop the feet or step or walk flat back. Exhale, letting go of the head, bend the knees, sit down low, come into your chair. And then go low, 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 low. Get the glutes down. Navasana boat. Lift the chest. Point the toes. There is this variation to support the knees. If you want something a little lighter, two more breaths. One more breath. And then release the legs. Coming into a sitting position on the mat with the legs straight in front of you. Maybe shaking the legs a bit. Long deep breath. Exhale, bending the right knee into the left inner thigh. And just folding forward. So you may want to have the arms extended, maybe grabbing the foot. You may want to use a belt as well, or just letting the head fold towards the left leg. Keeping both hip bones on the mat. One more breath. And then extending the arms, lifting the chest. Bring the right foot outside the left knee, right hand behind the hips. And inhale, grow tall. Keep that left foot flexed. Grab that right knee with the left elbow and twist, looking towards the back of the room, towards the right shoulder. Inhale, going tall. Exhale, twisting. Inhale, going tall. Exhale, looking over the right shoulder. And then slowly release, extend that right leg. You may want to shake it a bit. Walk your hands forward, maybe grabbing the edges of the feet, maybe using a belt, or letting the hands on the side, folding forward. Paschimottanasana. Keeping the feet flexed. And letting the gravity maybe do its job. If you want to take a more yin variation, letting go of the feet and letting go of the chest. And then we lift the chest, we walk the hands towards the hips. And we're going to take Janu Shishasana on the other side. So bend that left knee, place the sole of the left foot into the right inner thigh, and leaning towards that right leg. Keeping the right foot flexed. Maybe grabbing the foot or grabbing a belt in the ball of the foot. Staying here. Feeling the stretch on the back. Feeling the forehead tilting towards your knee. And then slowly lifting the chest. Bring the left foot outside the right knee. The left hand behind the hips and grabbing that left knee with the right elbow. Inhale, growing tall. Exhale, twisting over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Breathe in. And out. Nice. And then slowly release. Bring the back on the mat. Grabbing a block. If you have a block, otherwise you may use a dictionary, may work, a book with a hard cover. Lifting the hips. So first, before you lift the hips, check the distance. Make sure that you can feel the heel with the middle fingers and that the feet stay parallel, the knees are pointing forward. Then press the sole of the feet on the mat to lift the hips. Slide the block underneath your sacrum. And you can rest the hips on the block. Whew, so nice. Maybe grabbing, interlacing the hands behind the block. The chin is towards your chest. You feel the neck connected to the mat. And you stay here. That is a yummy, yummy pose. If you're more into a yang mood, maybe you want to press lift and remove the block and be a little bit more active into the pose. And if some of you want to practice deeper back bend, place the hand underneath the shoulders. So you have to bend the elbows and then pressing into your hand, lift the chest. That's nice. If you want a little deeper, you come on the ball of the feet. And to come down, chin to chest, bending the elbows. Placing the back on the mat. Extending the legs just to realign the spine first. And then, yes, we all want to bend the knees. Let's give a nice hug to ourselves. And you want to kiss the knee. And just have a moment of gratitude towards your body, the muscles, your bones, your organs, your breath. Just an internal thank you. You may want to word it out loud or just in your head. And give it a nice smile as well, maybe with your lips or with your eyes. You can smile with your eyes. And then slowly we're going to move into a shoulder stand. So you lift the legs. You press the hands on the mat to lift the hips, bringing the feet behind your head. So very important to not move your head here. So if you need the visual, have a look first and then reproduce it. But keep your neck straight. The hands first interlace behind the back to externally rotate the shoulder. Then you can bend the elbows. Place the hands on the lower back. And starting to lift the legs up. Being mindful of your eyes, that your eyes stay onto that midline between the toes, between the legs, navel. Good. And from here, slowly, we're going to make our way into a Shabasana. So feel free to come body to your mat. You know your mat has your back. It's here to recharge the body, a little bit like you are recharging your iPhone. Just staying here for a few breaths. Letting the muscle completely relax onto the mat, maybe scanning the body, making sure that there is no contraction at the level of the legs, the glutes, the arms. Also, often we are contracted at the level of the head, neck, and shoulders. Just completely let go. Feeling completely relaxed. I'm going to give you a couple of affirmations now. So you may want to repeat them in your mind. You may want to repeat them out loud. Just let them sink into the brain, knowing you are those words. Let them align to your heart. I am peaceful. I am calm. I am humble. I am enough. I am strong. I am driven. I am confident. I am amazing. Oh, yes, I am amazing. So letting those affirmations sink into your heart, knowing you are all those words. And then whenever you are ready, you may want to start moving your fingers, your toes, maybe taking a big stretch towards the back of the room, rolling towards the right or the left side to slowly make your way into a sitting position on your mat, exactly the way we started. And just observing your body, observing your breath, observing how you feel, maybe comparing to how you felt half an hour ago. And then placing your hands in prayer at the level of the heart center. And let's take a long deep breath in together. Breathe in. Feel the belly, feel the chest, feel your heart, and hold the breath. Take a little bit more air in. Exhale. Sighing it out. Namaste. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the practice. I hope that helps you to have a short practice to get up and running. And I wish you all an amazing day. Thank you. Namaste, yogis.